So in today's video, we're going to be mixing some Kalkwasser for my 25-gallon JBJ Nano Reef aquarium. Hey guys, welcome to another video by Artistic Reefs. Today I'm just going to show you my process in mixing Kalkwasser for my Nano Reef aquarium. So I'm mixing it in a food grade 40 cup container. And I'm using a BRS Kalkwasser, and this will roughly last me about 40 days. So for those who have been following my channel, the only thing I've been dosing my aquarium on a regular basis is Kalkwasser, and that's basically to stabilize my pH around 8.0. Without the Kalkwasser, I can't maintain 8.0 or higher for some reason. So this helps me out tremendously. So the first order of business is just getting it out of my cabinet, and you're going to see me take off a straw that's red there, and that helps keep the plastic tubing very rigid, so it goes straight down to the bottom of the Kalkwasser. Without that, I felt that the plastic tubing would start to bend at the end. And would not get as much Kalkwasser out as it could. So this, like I said, that just keeps the plastic tubing very rigid. So this is the remainder of the Kalkwasser that settles at the bottom of the container, and this is quite normal. It happens all the time. So what I want to do is clean out this container really good with soap and water, and I'm just going to show you a short period here of me just cleaning it out, how I go about doing it. Like I said, I use soap and water, but the key is making sure you rinse it out really good. Make sure you don't have any soap residue remaining whatsoever. So I'll probably rinse it out 3 or 4 times, make sure it's really clean, and I'll wipe it out with a paper towel to get it nice and dry inside and on the outside. Like I said earlier, I make about, this container holds about 40 cups, which is about 2.5 gallons, and it will last me about 40 days. Because I dose my a tank with this is about 236 milliliters per day, and it gets dosed at about 2 o'clock in the morning. So not alone am I dosing my a tank with Kalkwasser, I'm also re-putting in RO water back into my tank. So it's doing a double thing. So it's replacing fresh water from the aquarium along with the Kalkwasser. Without the Kalkwasser, my tank would not stay 8.0 or higher. I've always had a hard time maintaining pH anywhere close to 8.0. So dosing the Kalkwasser is probably the best thing I ever did this aquarium, and it shows within my corals. They're very healthy, and they seem like they're doing very well since I ever started the Kalkwasser. So Kalkwasser is the only thing I dose my aquarium. For a while there, I was doing Alpha Reef, but I stopped doing that altogether because I do water changes once a week. So by doing that, it replenishes my aquarium with the nutrients that it actually needs from the new salt water. So like I said, the Kalkwasser is the only thing I dose into my aquarium every day. So what I'm going to do, guys, is fill up the container with RO water to that line. For those who have been following my channel, I do live in an apartment, so I have no means of mixing or purifying my own RO water. So I do buy my RO water at my local aquarium store, and it helps them keep in business too. So it's just very convenient for me to do that. So what I'm going to do is just fill it up to the line, which will give me 2.5 gallons. And what I want to do is do 2 teaspoons of the Kalkwasser, which I'll show you next. Yeah, mixing this Kalkwasser is probably the easiest thing you'll ever do. And like I said before, guys, without the Kalkwasser, I cannot maintain my aquarium above 8.0 for some reason. Never have. With the Kalkwasser dosing every night at 2 o'clock in the morning, I have a very consistent pH of at least 8.0 every day. So by doing that, my corals have not been healthier. And plus, the Kalkwasser is the only thing I'm dosing my aquarium at this time. At one time, I was dosing my aquarium with Nano Reef, but I stopped that a long time ago. I felt like since I was replacing my salt water once a week with 3 gallons of freshly mixed salt water, my aquarium was getting all the nutrients it actually needed. So I didn't want to overdo the nutrients for the aquarium. So between the water changes once a week with 3 gallons and the Kalkwasser, which I'm dosing at 2 o'clock in the morning with 236 milliliters of the Kalkwasser mix, the aquarium gets all the nutrients that it actually needs to stay healthy. So at this point, guys, it's just a matter of getting the newly mixed Kalkwasser back inside my aquarium without spilling it all over the place. So I'm just showing you the process of actually doing that. And when I do put the lid back on it, I don't put the lid on very tight because I don't want an airtight seal. But I do want to keep it for just snug on there. So at this point, guys, once it's on there, I'll recalibrate the pump for the Kalkwasser and make sure none of the lines are clogged with the Kalkwasser either. Because if you don't clean out your lines, like I found out the hard way, it can bust a pipe when you're tubings really easily, which I would never thought would happen. So I do have a video on that. So at this point, I want to calibrate and I'll be good to go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button and subscribe button so you can keep up to date on our latest videos. Until next time, guys, have a good one.